Good morning, friends. Myself, Professor Prashant Mahajan, working as an assistant professor at AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. So, in the last lecture, we have started unit number 2, that is instrumental methods of analysis. So, today we will discuss conductometry titration and its graphs. So, in the conductometry, we will see four types of acid-base titration. So, there are two types of acids and two types of bases, that is strong acid, weak acid, and bases, strong base, weak base. So, let us start. So these are the four titration we are going to see in the today's lecture, that is strong acid versus strong base, then weak acid versus weak base, then strong acid versus weak base, and weak acid versus strong base. So these are the four titration we are going to see today. So strong acid example is HCl, strong base the example is NaOH, weak acid example is acetic acid, and weak base the example is NH4OH. So while doing the titration you have to keep in mind that factors affecting conductometry. That means if the size of the atom or the size of the ion is smaller, it will be having higher mobility and it will be having higher conductance. So, and the second, the electrolyte which is strong is having higher conductivity because it is going to dissociate fully, and the electrolyte which is weak, it is having low conductivity because it is going to dissociate partially. That means HCl and NaOH is having higher conductivity as they are strong electrolyte. So HCl and NaOH dissociate fully in the water, and acetic acid and NH4OH are the weak electrolytes, so it is going to dissociate partially. So starting with the first titration, that is strong acid versus strong base, that is HCl versus NaOH. As you can see, the graph is plotted versus, that is conductance versus ml of NaOH added. So what we have to do, we have to take in a beaker acid. So we are taking acid in the beaker and we are filling burette with the NaOH solution. So HCl, in that H plus is having smaller size, so it will be having greater mobility. That's why its conductance is at the higher level. So when we are going to add NaOH from the burette, that H plus, fast moving H plus, it is replaced by slow moving Na plus. That's why conductance decreases up to the end point. So this decreasing curve is for H plus getting replaced by Na plus. So at equivalence point, the number of H plus is equal to the number of OH minus ions. So this is the equivalence point, and after equivalence point, the excess of NaOH is added, which is a strong electrolyte. So the conductance increases due to addition of strong electrolyte NaOH. So this is the graph. So you can see that conductivity of H plus is higher, then conductivity decreases due to the addition of Na plus. At equivalence point, the conductance or the equivalence point is H plus is equal to OH minus. So here is uh, NaOH is equal to HCl, and after that excess of NaOH is added. That's why conductance increases. So you can see here mobility of H plus is greater than Na plus, mobility of H plus is greater than mobility of OH minus. So while plotting the graph, you should be careful that this graph should be like this. Don't draw like V shape. That means that H plus is having higher conductivity as compared to OH minus ions. Then second titration is strong acid versus weak base. So again we are going to fill burette with the base. So burette is containing ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4 plus OH minus, and that beaker is containing HCl. So deep the conductivity electrode in the beaker, as we discussed in the previous titration, HCl in that HCl is a strong electrolyte and H plus is having small size, so its conductivity and mobility will be up to the or at to the higher level. So you can see there is H plus conductivity at upper side, and when we are going to add NH4 plus, that is ammonium hydroxide, that H plus is going to replace by that slow moving NH4 plus. That's why conductivity decreases up to the equivalence point. At equivalence point, the H plus is equal to the OH minus. That means acid is equal to base. And after equivalence point, conductivity remains same because the electrolyte which is added in excess is the weak electrolyte. That's why there is no change in the conductivity. So that is NH4OH added. So that is the second titration, strong acid versus weak base. Then third one is weak acid versus strong base. So you can see as we discussed earlier that weak electrolyte is having lower conductance and strong electrolyte is having higher conductance. So again we have to take fill the burette with the base, and in the beaker we are going to take acid. So as we know, acetic acid is a weak electrolyte, it is going to dissociate partially. That means that H plus or that acetic acid, it is having conductance to the lower side, and when we are going to add NaOH, that acetic acid is converted to the sodium acetate. That means weak electrolyte acetic acid is going to convert into salt, which is quite stronger than that weak acid. That's why the conductivity increases slowly up to the equivalent point. At equivalent point, that H plus is equal to OH minus again. Then excess of base is added, but the base is strong base. That's why the conductivity increases sharply. That means excess of OH minus. But remember, this base is strong. So that is your third titration, weak acid versus strong base. Then fourth one, weak acid versus weak base. So we have taken weak acid as acetic acid in the beaker and NH4OS as a weak base in the burette. So you can see the titration. So first of all, you have to take acetic acid in a beaker, dip the conductivity electrode, measure the conductance at 0 ml first, note down that conductance, then add 1 ml of NH4OH, then note down the conductance, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. You have to add 1 ml each time and note down the conductance. So as we know that acetic acid is a weak uh, electrolyte, so its conductance will be at the lower level. So then we are adding NH4OH, so it is going to form salt. So that salt is stronger than that acid. That's why the conductance is increasing slowly up to the equivalence point. And that after that, that equivalence point, that is amount of acid present in the solution is equal to the amount of base present in the solution, and after that the conductance remains same. So why it is remaining same? Because we are adding excess of base, but that base is the ammonium hydroxide, which is weak base, which is partially dissociated and which is having conductance near about constant as it is a weak electrolyte. So this is the fourth titration, weak acid versus weak base. So this is the one titration, sorry, all in one titration curve. That means you can see here you will get all four types of titration starting with strong acid, HCl is written here, then weak base, NaOH is written here, then weak acid, acetic acid is written here, and weak base is NH4OH. So you can see here, this is first titration curve, strong acid versus strong base. Then second, weak acid versus strong base. Then third, weak acid versus weak base. And last, strong acid versus weak base. So that is the all-in-one conductometric titration curve. So that is from today's lecture. Thank you.